Affecting an average of 1.3 million people per year in the United States, Campylobacter jejuni can be contracted from contaminated food, water, or animals. The symptoms vary from cramps, fever, to diarrhea and dehydration, and if it leads to the contraction of Guillain-Barré, paralysis, and even death. In the United States, there are 76 fatal cases per year. Tonight on Dateline, we're going to hear about the most recent outbreak that has been linked to raw milk, see how many chickens are affected annually, and hear a personal case from a victim.
New details tonight. We now know raw milk is to blame for an illness that affected several members of the Durand High School football team last month. Health officials reached this conclusion after interviewing the players about what they were exposed to before getting sick. Testing confirmed the outbreak was caused by Campylobacter. It's an infection that comes from food contaminated with bacteria. Symptoms include diarrhea, cramps, fever, and stomach pain. Students drank the raw milk at a team potluck. All of them are now back at school.
Well, the results we've published show that wherever you buy your chicken from, it's possible that it will have Campylobacter on it. 65 to 85% of chicken containing Campylobacter.
One summer, it was early July, I was taking care of some chicks inside the home. So I was changing their water, feeding them, and I also moved them from their one little box to a new one. I started feeling real sick. Like, just all of a sudden I felt really nauseous. I couldn't even bear to look at any food. And I promptly just went to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom like 20 times that first day. And the next day was at least 15. So I was at home suffering through these really horrible, painful cramps. I had a fever as well, and I just felt like no matter how much I was trying to drink, I couldn't retain any of that water. I would try to eat something, but I still couldn't even look at it. Just the thought of eating was giving me nausea. And I think it was about Monday when I was finally able to go to a doctor. And while I was there, I told the doctor everything that been going on, and she asked me, did I eat anything strange or things like that. And I told her I hadn't eaten anything that wasn't well cooked. I hadn't, and no other family member had gotten sick like I was. And she gave me a little container to take a stool sample and to bring back, and told me to stay on liquids. And when I went back to see her about 3 days later for the follow-up, she showed me my lab report, and I had Campylobacter jejuni food poisoning. It said on there that I had about moderate growth, and all other food-borne agents were basically negative. And I was just like, what is that? I'd never heard of it before. I've heard salmonella food poisoning, but never Campylobacter. And I finally was back to 100% just a few days later, but in total it took me about 12 days to be back to normal. And it was horrible. I never wanted to have pain like that again. What the doctor did tell me was I needed to make sure to clean everything I touched before and after I went to the bathroom. I wiped everything with a solution of bleach and water, and I also would scrub the toilet thoroughly with a little bleach in there. And thankfully no one else got sick, just me. But those cramps, I won't forget how painful they were. And it just really shows. You don't really think about washing your hands too frequently when you're just like adding some food to a little chick, just giving them some food. It never really crosses the mind that much. But in this case, I really should have thought of it more.